Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. In today's upload, I'm going to be making a gorgeous summery theme card, and this is still drying, in the process of drying, but I'm going to craft along with you and show you exactly how to make this. I used my Distress Inks by Tim Holtz. The colors I used are Festive Berries, Worn Lipstick, and Wild Honey to get this effect. And then what I did was I sprinkled it with some watered down paint, and then I stamped a little sentiment here, and I used some glossy accents to give it some dimension. So we're going to go ahead and start making that. And this is the die I used. So I'm going to cut this out and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have it all cut out, this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to put this paper behind it so I don't wreck the inside. Okay, get it in there. And then we're going to just start distressing it. So, what you're going to want to do is go into your darkest color first, and then you're going to go into your lightest color and then your next lightest color. Okay, so we're going to start with the darkest color first at the bottom. And come in from the bottom of the card. You don't want to go directly on it, or else you'll get something. I don't even know where it is. I don't know where I put it, but you'll get too harsh of a circle, if that makes sense. So just build up the color. You can go as light or as dark as you want. But I want to make this like really summery, like a nice pinky orange sunset. Always remember, coming from the sides of the card, so that way it doesn't give you a big demarcation. Okay, and just keep going with that until it's the shade that you like. Okay, and when you're ready, we'll go, and then you can go in with your next color. But I want to carry this through a little bit before I blend in the other colors. Okay. Very simple, easy to make. And if you're on a time crunch, perfect. It doesn't take too long. Okay, so we did our Festive Berries. Now I want to do my Worn Lipstick. And you can reuse it on the same pad. It's not going to mix with the color. Okay. So we're going to blend this one in with the other pink that we put on there. Sorry, I have to keep turning this, and I hope I'm in frame. Blend, 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 blend. It's all coming together now. Okay, now I'm just going to get that excess pink off. And then I'm going to come in with my Wild Honey. Get it nice and on there. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to come in from a little bit lower onto the pink, so that way it has a natural blend out line, if that makes sense, which I hope it does. And this is perfect for summer. See how it's blending into one another? That's what you want. And I have to turn this around. You could also do the card this way. Hey, I never thought of that. Maybe I'll do this one this way. Hope you can see it okay. Yep, you're okay. Because I am sitting down, so my camera's up above. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Fill this all in. Once you get the hang of using the blending tool, it just becomes second nature. I want to take a little bit down here into the pink, like I said. But first, I want to just fix this here. And a little bit more in here in the pink. I think this is good. Just add a little bit more down there. Okay, so I think I'm going to make the card this way. So we have all our, I was going to say embossing, our distressing done. We can move those aside. And I think I am going to do the card this way, but then it's going to open like that. So I'm going to have to do it this way because I don't want the card opening from the right. It just seems weird to me. So I'm going to keep it this way. And then I'm going to take okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take a little bit of paint, white paint. I'm going to put a little bit in the cup. Doesn't want to come out, so I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Take the lid off. Not too much because I already only have a little bit of water in there. Sorry about that. My dogs are barking like crazy. Okay, so I'm going to mix a little bit of this watered down paint. Mix it up. And then I'm going to just take the brush and tap it. But I want to tap a little bit. See? Tap it all along wherever you want these dots of paint. Okay. Put as little or as many as you want. I like a lot. Okay. Put that aside. Now, the problem is that's got to dry. So I'm going to pause you. I'm going to let this dry and I'll be back with you. Okay, now that this is dry, I've been gone a long time, but you only see I was gone not even a half a millisecond. Okay, so I have Catch a Wave with me. So I'm going to just take this out of its, put this here, put that down there, and then I want to stamp these sentiments onto the card. So I think I'm going to put one up here and one down here. So we're going to put this on there. We're going to take our ink. And we're going to stamp this up, ink this up, I mean. I don't know about you, but I think this stamp pad smells so good. It smells almost like a raspberry or something. So get that all inked up. And then we're gonna center our card here. And we're going to, I want to make sure it's as even as possible, so sorry if you see my head. Get that on there. So we got catch a wave. I'm going to clean off the stamp. Sorry if you can hear the baby screaming upstairs. Okay, so then we're going to stamp the next sentiment on the bottom portion. Okay, ink that up. Like so. I'm going to take this ink off of here so I don't get it on the card. Now we're going to stamp this part. Right here, about here. And I just like to rock it back and forth. Awesome. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And before I actually go and do the little bubbles that I do, I'm gonna make the shaker part, okay? So I'm just gonna put that on there so I don't lose it and put this to the side. Okay, while my hot glue gun is warming up, I'm going to use some double-sided foam tape and parchment paper, and I'm going to make some strips for my shaker part. So let's move that out of the way. So this is a neat idea. What you do is just line your tape up on the parchment paper, like so. That way, because it's sticky on the back, it's easy to cut into smaller strips for your shaker card. So what I'm going to do is cut them all the way up. Probably have bigger scissors for this, but we only probably need about that big. So you'll have a little thin strip like this. And if you want to go thinner, you can. But I think that's thin enough for what I need. So I'm going to cut another strip. I don't know where my big scissors are, so I gotta work with what I got. And this is such an easy way to cut this. Because it's not sticking to your scissors, it's not sticking to your fingers. It's not getting jammed up in the scissors. Okay, so we got a few pieces. I don't know. That baby's screaming upstairs. I don't know. I hope it's okay. Okay. So, we're going to use some tulle as well. Okay, so I'm going to use some white tulle. As I don't know where my sparkly tulle went. I think this will work. Or do I want to use, maybe I'll use acetate. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, the lighting's a little bit different, but I had to plug in my phone because it was going to die. Okay, so we have our piece of acetate cut. So that's going to be what's going on the inside of the card here, over top of this. Okay, and it measures 3 7/8 by 4. Okay, so what we're going to do is get this card prepped for it. So like I said, we have our strips of double-sided foam tape. And the cool thing is now it has a backing still, so you can just use as much or as little as you want. Okay. We're going to place this on there. Hope you can see what I'm doing okay. You want to get on the very edges here, so that way we're not going to see it on the actual card. Okay, now that we got that done, cut the excess off. I have to turn it this way. I'm not the best at these. Perfect. Now, let's just double check that we're not going to see it. No, we're not. Okay, so I made a little bit of a boo-boo. Turns out we need 2 pieces of acetate because they got a layer on top of each other to hold the sequins. I should have thought about that. Okay, so we're going to put these 2 together after I put some sequins in it. Whatever mix you want. This is actually still a sticky part, so I'm just going to put that there for now. And we will use maybe a nice bluish purple. Put as many or as little as you like. But remember, if you want the shaker to move a lot, don't put too many. But I always end up going overboard. That's probably way too many, but we'll go with that. Okay. Now I'm going to remove all the sticky adhesive. Like if you had a sentiment in it, you wouldn't want to put too much sequins because then it would be hard to see them. But since we don't have any sentiment, and now it's all sticking because I decided to throw them in like that. Okay, perfect. Let me get this bad boy back in with his family. Okay, so then we're going to adhere the other piece of acetate to this one. Like so. And that's enough glitter. Ooh, it's gonna be pretty. Okay, so anyway, let me just trim off these edges. get a nice straight line. Because you don't want that showing on the inside of your card. Okay, so we have our shaker part. Now we want to attach it to the inside of the card. And I think I'm going to use hot glue for this. Okay. So I'm just going to line this with hot glue. Since I already have my glue gun on. I'm accident prone, so I probably should be wearing my finger protectors. Okay, press that down. Get it set. And then we want to remove the hot glue. Sorry about that. Any excess hot glue, we just remove it. Like so. Perfect. Now, we have our shaker. Look at that. Okay, so we have our shaker. Awesome, love it. Now we're gonna put, to finish it up, glossy accents to make the bubbles dimensional. Only if you want. You don't have to, but I like to. Just gives it that added effect of under the sea. One more. I think that's plenty. There we go. And we'll put one here for good measure. How's that? Perfect. Okay, so we have our dimensional bubbles on there. And here is the finished product. Super easy, super fun. Anyone would love. Very summery. Any mermaid lover. And I know there's a lot out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And until my next upload, stay magical. Bye.